Privilege.
During our morning hour speeches this session, we've heard about truly exceptional Virginians, heroes. We've heard about lives of public service and sacrifice, stories that are only now, in some cases, finally being told. I tell stories back home about the exceptional leaders in this chamber and the awe I have for those who give so much of themselves to be here and are amazing public servants for Virginia. I talk about the speeches I hear, the passion conveyed, the jokes, the innovative ideas, the lives touched, and the dream we all have of a better Virginia. In honor of Women's History Month, I'd like to talk about three things. Some amazing Virginia Latina leaders who make us all proud. The founder of the Dream Project, the incomparable Dr. Emma Violand-Sanchez, and some Virginia heroes who we never really see. In 1970, Latinos made up 0.9% of Virginia's population. Today, Latinos make up nearly 11% of the population. 0.9% to 11% is a demographic tsunami. Today, there are exceptional Latina leaders in every facet of our daily life, from the legal community to education, to medicine, to architecture, to business and politics. Women who are awe-inspiring. Educators like Dr. Irma Becerra, president of Marymount University, Dr. Karina Klein-Gable of GAMU, Dr. Elda Stanko-Downey of Virginia Tech, Gabriela Uro, Gloria Peña-Rockholt, health professionals like Cecilia Williams and Dr. Cecilia Barbosa, business leaders like Carolina Espinal and Zoraya Tapia, and Carmen Romero, who regularly oversees the construction of hundreds of millions of dollars of affordable housing across the Commonwealth. And then policy and political leaders like Vanessa Cardenas, former Delegate Hala Ayala, Cindy Benavides, the National Executive Director of LULAC, Melody Gonzalez, Roanoke City Council member Violand-Sanchez Jones, Fairfax County Board member Dahlia Palchik, and our colleague, Delegate Elizabeth Guzman. Today, I'd like to say a little more about a truly great educator and community leader here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, Dr. Emma Violand-Sanchez, a former chair and member of the Arlington School Board from 2008 to 2016. Dr. Violand-Sanchez was one of the first Latina Virginians elected to local office in our history. A native of Bolivia, she earned a doctorate in education from GW, was a professor at Georgetown University, and served as a supervisor of ESL studies at Arlington Public Schools. In that time, Emma was responsible for developing and implementing a comprehensive English language program that became a national model and established the first bilingual GED program in Virginia history. In addition to her service on the Arlington School Board, she founded the Dream Project, which provides scholarships, mentoring, and support to undocumented Virginia students who want to attend college. She also founded Edu Futuro, an organization in Arlington that provides programming and support for low-income students from immigrant backgrounds in Northern Virginia. These organizations have now served thousands of young minds and helped them pursue their dreams of a higher education, one of the most noble missions we can pursue in public service. Years before we passed the DREAM Act, she gave brilliant students with no paths towards a higher education hope. She helped them afford a college degree. She helped them build a better life for themselves. Thousands of students, Virginians all, whose lives she touched. She's been an example of the potential in every Virginian, that every Virginian has to change their community one step at a time, no matter where you come from, no matter what your first language was, or whether or not anyone like you has had those opportunities before. She's a force of nature, an exceptional Virginian, and I think a true hero. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to bring attention to some heroes who we don't see, we don't typically talk about. Women who have had to overcome enormous challenges. The mothers of the children of the Dream Project. These are women who have shown courage in the face of impossible situations, fleeing their homes where they were surrounded by war, criminal violence, poverty, hunger, who desperately pursued their dream to ensure that their children would have a better life, a life of freedom and opportunity and hope here in Virginia, professionals in Ethiopia, lawyers in El Salvador, pharmacists in Nicaragua. They work as cleaning ladies and cooks here. In many cases with no cars, living in substandard situations and conditions with only the dream of a better life and an education for their kids. They sacrificed everything for their children. And through their extraordinary sacrifice and their children achieving so much through the Dream Project, this Commonwealth, our home, will be a better place. These amazing mothers give me hope for a better Virginia and a better future for all of us. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.